Guys, welcome. Um, Thanks to be here, like even if there is the rain and the strikes of the boats and everything against us, even also a lot of other events tonight in overlaps. I also investigate a bit meanwhile we were waiting, right? Who are you? What are you doing? Which tools are you using? But also we have more time also to do later. I will introduce myself. Basically, I come from Italy, from Tuscany. I'm based in Lisbon since 2012. I was an Erasmus student. I was studying here. Then I decided to stop here because Lisbon was growing and was getting better. And I'm from a small village in Tuscany, which is disconnect from everywhere. And I decided to stay here. And I met also the project from Facebook in a Portuguese company here. And we were working for Facebook as a marketing expert. On that age was still Facebook and not Meta. And that's where I met my actual business partner, where we decided to found our own agency after 3 years in the office. And ADV Plus will celebrate 7 years in October. And during these 7 years, we also implement different channels. We implement different services. We are providing coachings. We're doing like different services for companies, agencies, B2B. And right now, also since the last year, we are doing consultancy to implement also AI on the companies. And that's why also we start to know a lot, and we would like to share with you guys some points. What we will see tonight, basically, the first part, just a big picture of the generative AI tools. And I will give you some examples, just also to give some connected tips. The second part, it's going to be like, we're going to go practical to see how it works and how to make a better prompt to make it work better. Then we do like an editorial plan with the ChatGPT. And of course, we have space for Q&A. Don't be shy, okay? What I suggest also to you guys, it's if you have a question, write it down on your phone, because sometimes you forget the questions. And then when we have the Q&A, you will find easily, right? It's also a good tip when you have ideas. Instead of forgetting your good ideas, I always do that because I lost a lot of ideas before. And okay, the first part, basically, we're going to make an overview of generative AI tools. We're going to go on practical usage, and we have also some case studies. We're going to check the art of prompting, because now it's becoming to be an art to make prompts. And of course, the Q&A. After that, we're going to have 15 minutes of break to get also another drink from the bar, because Rafael in the RACOr Labs is hosting us for free today. And also, it's something like we are right at the beginning of a new community born in Lisbon. And I really want to thank him, because here the idea is to make also different meetups on Thursday nights. And also, if you want to apply to be a speaker for the next weeks, you can talk with Rafael, okay? The idea is also to share, sharing is caring, like how a lot, like we say a lot in the past. The second part, basically, we're going to check like AI for artists, but also can be applied for your business, for your personal branding, can be for like whatever you want, even if you have a new idea on your mind. And of course, we go on the Q&A, we make the conclusion, takeaways, and then we have also time until 9:45 to stay here and make some networking if you want, okay? Before to start, I would like to address various objections, which I heard a lot during the last days, during the last months, during the last weeks. And I always have like on my ear through the clients or with other people working as me, or also highlight different aspects just to set up a good mindset to work with the AI, okay? Basically, first of all, I would like to invite you to don't be focused only on the tasks. We are currently working on it, but also you can try something new. Like if you're an expert of an area, you can also try new areas to explore thanks to the AI, right? And what I'm always saying, it's also good to use AI to optimize your time. And what I'm suggesting also, it's not like, okay, we have a tool, how can I use it? But what can I optimize? And that tool, it works for me, right? Instead of, there is a new AI tool, what can I do? No, it's the other way around. Like, I have to optimize the process for this workflow. I have to create more content. I have to make a brainstorming and blah, 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 right? And also, I actually start to explore different new areas like regarding finance. And I learn a lot, which, okay, we all have before Google, but ChatGPT also sometimes it really knows a lot right now. And I'm very curious and I go also deep. I really ask a lot of questions. And second point, but I have to pay for it. Of course, sometimes you need to pay to have a better quality service. But also what I'm saying to my clients is you have to consider you're really optimizing your time and probably you get much more instead to like it's a new tool, you know. And fortunately also in the last like 2 weeks ago, ChatGPT released the paid version for free for everyone, which is the ChatGPT 4. For of course you will have some limits regarding messages or probably it's more slower, but now it's really open for everyone, right? Then this can be also something we can put inside this, but I have to pay for it. But of course, also you have other tools of AI, which probably you need to pay for it. And just consider to try the tool and check it out if you get benefits, okay? And of course, you don't have to make an annual plan, but you can also try and check it out if that works for you. And also, of course, if you are very comfortable with one tool, the things are very change fast right now, are changing so fast. That means maybe you can be more comfortable with another tool. And then what my suggestion here is just be curious to test and don't be lazy to stay with your comfortable tool because probably the new one or the update, it works better for you, right? And also I have this quotation, like was another session regarding AI and they introduced the session like it's a creative brainstorming session like never seen before, because basically sometimes you can stuck with your ideas, you don't get ideas, and now you really have an assistant, can be GPT, can be all the other tool for creating images or videos. But basically you can have a lot of examples, you can also optimize, and actually also in the agency we work a lot with that. And sometimes it gives you also a little hint, but it changes also probably all the content strategy. It can be very useful for that. And what I'm suggesting here, it's also when you have a question for a brainstorming session, don't be lazy to stay just in one platform, but try to make the same question to different platforms. Because probably you get different answers, and probably one tool works better than the others. You know what I mean? Like you can get better answers, and probably the knowledge of that tool knows better regarding that subject, and you can work better with that one. If we search for information, for now we still can't be 100% sure. Then, for example, for brainstorming, and I would like to underline this because sometimes there's still a margin of error or of mistake. And sometimes I heard like, but he gave me wrong answers, because when I was used to ask like to the people, which version of GPT are you using? It's the 3.5, where the information are stuck and old, right? Basically, if you work with the new one, like the 4 and the 4.0, which stays for Omnio, the accuracy of the information is higher, but can still make some mistakes, okay? Then it's always good to double check before to move forward. And also sometimes I heard like that's gonna replace us, maybe, but I'm not sure 100%. But for me right now, it's like a co-pilot next to me while I'm working, and I really get a lot out of that. And for example, also, since we are not like a big agency, we have also different agents like through GPT, for example, and we have different businesses role, which we never had before because we were not able to afford it, right? And we are very curious also to use it, and we discover new stuff. Also, if something doesn't work today, try to keep in mind like you should try in some months or some weeks, try the same tool or move to another tool, right? And probably you get a better answer or you get a better content out of that. I'm going to show you later what is the evolution also for text-to-image tools, right? Like 2 years ago was very bad. They were very bad. Now they are very good quality. And this is, you have to keep in mind, like, this it doesn't work, but keep the task on your next to you, and you can try on the future. Okay. Also, I hear this a lot. If I want to generate content, if everyone using it, everyone get the same content. Of course not. I would like to put out this bias, because basically, like, you need to customize what you need to get out from the GPT, right? GPT or whatever is the software, but you will never give the same answer to everyone, right? Like, if I need ideas for a clothes brand to promote themselves on the social media, if you make like a light prompt like that, probably can be possible this, but you need to customize for your brand, for your content, right? Let's start then. What is generative AI? I don't know, like, I saw a lot of you already using it, and then probably you already know what is that. The thing is different, like from different, the traditional AI. Usually it's focused on recognizing patterns and making decisions based on predefined rules. And now basically generate new original content and very acting like a human, right? And of course you can get out text, images, music, other media. Of course you can get coding, you can get 3D experience, whatever. Like, there are a lot of AI platforms right now rolling out in the internet. And later I'm gonna show you also one website where you can have a look if you don't find something for yourself, for some task or for some objectives, okay? Then, of course, text generation. You can write articles, content, stories, image creation. You can basically make a text and create an image. And music, of course, you can compose original piece of music, video, and animation. Imagine if you have like an idea since you're a child and you have like a character on your mind and you want to create a cartoon. It's something like, I make that actually, because since like I was drawing in the past, but now I'm not, of course, I'm not like a video editor or like a cartoon creator. And I have a lot of fun also with that, because also you create the character, you can make the character do stuff, and it's very funny. But it's not only for characters, but of course you can also make storyboards even for your business, right? And data augmentation, you can produce synthetic data to augment training data sets, and it's also good for data analysts, actually. Of course, there are some advantages for the creativity, as we said, for the efficiency, and for the personalization, because you can really create your customers' content tailored to your preferences and your objectives. As I said, like, if you open like 5 or 6 platforms, you get like a lot of ideas even from different platforms. And the efficiency, because at the end of the day, you really save a lot of time, because probably you were doing some task during your day and spend a lot of time, and you optimize your time for that. Right now, also, there are some challenges. Like, there is like the quality control, as I said before. Sometimes the content can be with some mistakes, or can be like there are different, can be also a low quality content. Then it's always good to check. There is also the ethical concerns regarding like the misuse of AI generated content, like to produce and create like fake news, And since also this year, it's really politically year with all the elections around the world, it can be very, very dangerous, especially with the deep fake content and the spreading of misinformation. And also a lot of people, they asking themselves if the content created by the AI, it's good for like, they own the property, and also is the AI needs to get data from other resources. And if it's correct right now, I don't know if you saw the news, but different news platforms in US, they're trying to stop to like ChatGPT to get the public data, and also that point, it's very interesting in one point. In the other, it's, of course, you need data, and internet, it's public, and Sometimes I also crash my brain if it's good or not, but these are the main three challenges when you talk about AI. The most common one, let's go for the text-to-text. Let's see the most common one, ChatGPT. As I said, you have Perplexity, and we have already a feedback that for coding, it's a good platform. Gemini, it's from Google. Now there is also this big challenge regarding ChatGPT against Gemini. ChatGPT, it's owned by OpenAI, and Gemini, it's basically Google. And just yesterday, they released the news, like the search on Google will change a lot thanks to the AI. And a lot of SEO, search optimization engine, they are always, right now, they are a bit scared regarding like how we're going to move forward to change and optimize the search. Because if the AI will substitute like Google, for example, you don't get, for example, a lot of content out of that, but probably you get the right answer in the right moment. Hi, Jamila. Ciao. Welcome. And basically right now there is also this competition to be on the top of the market, to be the best platform. And probably what we are seeing right now, we see a lot of platforms, but probably one of them gonna win the competition and probably will get all the little platforms all inside. And I'm gonna show you later how ChatGPT is doing right now, right? Then Gemini, I test these three. I'm very happy with ChatGPT right now. Also with the last update I'm gonna talk about later, it's much quicker. It's not slow anymore. Gemini was very fast at the beginning when I started to use. Right now it's good with English language. Gemini, you still have this, I'm Italian. I like to use the tool in Italian since also I work with the Italian market, and ChatGPT works very good with Italian. Gemini has the limits. If you talk in another language, you have a lot of limitations right now. But what I'm doing is I work in English with Gemini, and then I'm going to translate the stuff I get out. But it's really, really good also, Gemini. Claude, I don't know if you never heard about it. Have you ever seen? No? They basically it's something new for the European market. They just released the access 2 days ago. And it's very similar to ChatGPT. What I suggest to you, as I said, like try to the different tools and check what is the most comfortable for you. And if you change topics and tasks and different way you are using, it's always good to test it at the beginning. Of course, if you have the free version, but also you can try to doing 1 month with ChatGPT, 1 month with Claude, 1 month with Perplexity, and then you can make your own decision. There is also Copilot, which is Microsoft Copilot. As I said, also right now we have a lot of platforms, but also what is next is basically we're gonna have our smartphones with a lot of AI inside. We're gonna have our laptops with AI already integrated, which is right now it's missing a lot. Of course, we have AI everywhere right now in the softwares. For example, just to give you another example, social media are rich of AI regarding the content policy. They check the content with the AI first, and then they're passing by humans. They decide how to distribute and release the content when you open your feed. TikTok, it's one of the best example because there is a For You session when you open the TikTok, and that's based on AI, based on your consume and how you are moving around the platform, right? You should consider sometimes I'm not using AI. Basically, if you're navigating on a social media already inside AI, right? It's also funny if you think like that. And Copilot, it's from Microsoft, and maybe they're gonna implement inside their laptops, and it's gonna be part of the laptops, and that's also the move. And also Meta arriving on the market with the AI. Right now, it's just released in the American market. If you want to use, you can use with VPN. What I'm also suggest to you is if you run ads or you're doing some activities on Facebook, be careful using VPN because you can get blocked because you have a different location. But it's also good. And also if you want to check it out, there are already a lot of videos on YouTube And even there is a good platform from Meta to check it out what they're doing. And basically the idea is also to implement on the chat, for example, on Instagram, when you're talking with someone, you will have also the AI function there to generate pictures or to improve your answers, for example. And it works also like ChatGPT, like tell me more regarding this topic, and it works on the topic as GPT. As you saw, there are like some big companies already on the top of that, Microsoft, Google, GPT, which is also like OpenAI, and Meta. Probably we're gonna meet each other in one year. Probably there is even a new platform which is not here and probably can be the leader of the market, or probably it's gonna be one of these, I don't know. But I'm super curious actually, because I'm an AI enthusiastic right now, you know? Let's see what we can do with generative AI. I will bring a lot of examples. Then basically information retrieval and learning. You can ask factual questions or seek explanation on various topics, of course. Can be your business topics, can be also like, I have in the fridge these ingredients, which recipe can I have with that, you know, or what should I eat this tonight? And of course, also you can get summaries of books, articles, or complex topics. And there are also some tools now, you just provide the URL of the content you want the recap, and you get out the best recap ever. Writing assistants, generate text for emails, reports, essays, creative writing, and also Grammarly, right? We mentioned before, like I got help with grammar, style, and tone in your writing. Actually, also, I'm not shy to say that, but my English improved a lot since I'm using the AI. Of course, I'm talking a lot here in Lisbon, but it's not my native language. Even if my mom was from Scotland, I was born and raised in Italy. And also my grammar now with emails, I don't have that tabs. Like sometimes it takes like 10 minutes to send an email in English. I just double check with ChatGPT, and also I change the tone because sometimes I'm too much formal or too much informal. And that's a very good time optimization, right? Language translation. Here someone says, can say like, there is already Google Translate, of course. But for example, if you know how to make a good prompt, you can translate even in 5 languages with one prompt, or you can translate the same words, but with different tone of voice with the same languages, for example. For example, I need to translate these in English formal, English informal, French romantic way, and commercial Spanish. And with one prompt, you get like, with Google Translate, you need to, you know, and also it's not good to decline the tone of voice. Also, the programming help, you get code snippets or troubleshoot coding problems. You put the code inside the platforms and you find the mistake, which probably also as a developer, for a developer takes ages to find the little mistake. You just have a little mistake of one letter and you're not finding, but you know. And also it's good to learn programming and understand the concepts and get explanation of the algorithms. Still with generative AI, you can get content creation. You can generate ideas for blogs, social media, marketing content. And also you can make outlines or draft for articles and stories. Just to give you an example, with our agency, we work a lot with the SEO copywriting for some clients. And what's going on is, like, at the beginning, my copywriters, collaborators, they were like, oh, Popy, I'm going to lose my job. I'm going to die. Like, what we should do and everything. And basically, we found the strategy, like, okay, before we were offering like 1 article per week to the client. Now, instead to give 4 articles per month, we gave like 12 articles per month. Then we increase the quantity without making low the quality, but also for the clients, it's much profitable because they're paying almost the same. The client is also more happy because we are not passive, right? And we generate more content and you get better results even for your website, right? And what I'm saying, it's always like, just instead to kill yourself, try to understand what is the best point to get the best out of that, right? And also for the content creation, in the agency, sometimes I got clients with very annoying topics. Now with AI, I explore all the different topics. I don't have that pain for myself, right? Of course, also you can get personalized recommendations for books, movies, music, or travel destinations. The other day, with one friend of mine, we built an itinerary in Sicily with 2 kids for 10 days. And basically, we make a good prompt regarding, I never visit Sicily, but I will be my husband and I, like my friend, with 2 kids. Their ages are 6 and 10. And we would like to have a kind of chill holiday and some exploring wild some beaches, right? And basically, it gets like, as a tour operator, like day 1, day 2, day 3. And also it was balancing like the kids moment with the romantic moment and the chill moment. It was like amazing, you know? Imagine that implementing on a travel agency, which also probably we're going to lose our job, but they can also provide something better because, of course, nobody using AI, right? And it's amazing. Of course, also, I'm not a huge movie lover. I probably watch 10 movies per year. I'm more like talk with ChatGPT. No, I'm joking. But basically, when you need to find something similar, you can also ask, because now they have like a lot of data. And I really like this movie for this reason. Which movie should I watch tonight? And you get like a bounce of suggestions. It's really, really good. Tutoring education, also another subject, like receive help with homework. A lot of students right now, they're doing that. What I'm saying also to teachers, which they come to me, that this AI will kill the world and everything, the child. It's also good to teach child to use it, but to put their mindset, they don't have to copy and paste, but they have a tool to understand even better, you know? I understand also it's not easy to see the world changing it so quickly, right? But also I have a lot of friends that are professors at university or high school in Italy, and I show them how to prepare tests, and they optimize their time, and they're living much better right now because they were super busy between correct their homeworks from the students, and they were losing time to prepare new tests, right? If you give a good prompt on ChatGPT, you get like, these are the topics. I would like to stay focused on these little topics and argument, you know? And of course, also, if you don't understand, I'm going to show you later a short video of ChatGPT, the new one, the for Omnia. Basically, ChatGPT is evolving so quick. That means before you were able to upload a picture and was like a static picture. Now, with the Omnia, you can basically put a live video and put with your camera the content, and you can write meanwhile with a math exercise. And it's also, now I see there is also a new number, and you get a real-time answer without it's amazing. And I saw also another video where the father was next to his son. I was like, I'm here with my son. I want to explain better the concept of these mathematics. And it's really explaining like a teacher. It's crazy. Okay, productivity tools. I also optimize my life with my tasks, my weekly tasks, which sometimes I get stuck with my calendar and my business appointments and my calls, because I'm doing a lot of coachings. And I'm doing a lot of consultancy, and even when we're doing campaign management, we present the reports to our client, right? That's a big time consuming. And sometimes you're stuck like, okay, you have a lot of calls, but then you don't find the time for the other tasks. Now I give for each task, I give a prioritization value between 1 to 10. And basically I prepare, on Friday, I prepare the week later, and I put like the task with the prioritization, and it's also balancing with something heavy and something lighter, and it will schedule for me. And then what I'm doing, I just put on the calendar, and I'm not losing track of anything. But also to-do list regarding okay, I would like to create an event. What should I do? First, you have to contact the place. Second, you have to create the event on Facebook. I don't know. Third, and you have a very good to-do list. I got a surgery 1 month ago. I was asking, what should I bring in the hospital to stay one night there? And actually gave me 2 tips, which I never think about it, like two stuff. I don't remember. Probably was pajama. Yeah, which is probably you really need, but I didn't think, and it's crazy. Okay, conversation practice also. Right now, with ChatGPT for Omnia. Sorry if I'm not working for ChatGPT, but right now it's really surprising me. You get also a simultaneous translation because you just make the prompt, okay, now we talk Italian and English. Please translate the Italian part in English and please translate the English in Italian. And if you put the microphone, the interaction, basically you can have the app where you can also talk with ChatGPT. I don't know if you never try. I talk a lot with him sometimes, him or her, depends. You can also choose the voice. But if you do that prompt, you have like a very simultaneous translation. And it's like, imagine also other languages, not like the basic one, but Chinese and Italian. It's going to be really... And also the other day on the demo of the new GPT, ChatGPT 4.0, they showed this, like, or even, it was also Italian with English. I was like, wow, the girl talking Italian. Yeah. And also engage in casual conversation to improve communication skills, of course, like how should I communicate on a formal event, right? And all that way. Entertainment, I also sometimes, for fun, I like to organize some trivia questions when I end my coaching just to check if people understand and learn. Instead to be bored, like asking, did you get? We just make a session very interactive with different platforms. Before I was like losing like 1 hour just to build the questions and the answer. Now it's really easy. Also, if you have a son or a daughter, it's gonna be like very... For example, also the other day, my friend, the one of the Sicily trip, she told me like the daughter goes to sleep. She's 6 years old. She goes to sleep, and now basically she asked ChatGPT to tell a new novel before sleeping, and basically she created the characters, and basically ChatGPT make a story with that characters, and she put also like real people inside the story, And this generation basically growing with this AI already implemented on it, like it's crazy. I sometimes are things which I never think about it because I don't have a son or a daughter, and I was like, wow, okay. Business support, as I said before, imagine you don't have an agile coach on your company. You don't have a business analyst inside your company. You don't have a business developer to improve the services of your company. You can have all of them inside ChatGPT, for example. And you can create business plans, you can make marketing strategy, make the SWOT analysis, and make the financial planning for the year, the budgeting, and the forecasting of the revenue, for example. It's also really efficient. Event planning, as I say, like plan parties, weddings, or other events, and get the checklist of what you should do, and get ideas, of course, for the creativity of more activities and menus and whatever. And also for creative projects, you can get ideas for art, music, videos, design projects, and you can generate prompts for writing, drawing, or other creativity, right? Travel planning, I already spoiler out, but it's really, really good actually. 1 year ago, I had also one WhatsApp number, which was like an AI chatbot, and wasn't ChatGPT at that time. It was already like on the top. But then when you ask restaurants, he have probably data from the past, and he was giving a lot of restaurant closed due COVID, after COVID, but GPT now it really works super good. And of course now they are rolling out a lot of new software with AI to generate travel planning. Then just be curious also if you need to do that. And data analysis, you can generate code. You can also generate infographics and read the data, get an interpretation of the data. With sometimes also you don't see that data because you're focused on another data, or you're, for example, negative because the things are going bad. but probably there is a small data change everything, and it works super, super good. Then let's go live. I would like just to make a walkthrough. Imagine which tool. This is the one I mentioned more, right? Basically, you see well, right? I don't know who never used ChatGPT. 1, 2, 3. You never. Okay. Then I do a good overview. Basically, of course, you have the different versions. You see on the top, there is the 4.0. I have a paid version, but even if you're not paying now, you have access to the 4, which is basically the main difference is that 3.5 have the data stop in 2021, I think. The 4 goes online, then basically will browse the web and find more data, and also give you the where it gets the data with some links. And the 4 Omnia now, it's very advanced actually, and much quicker. But I was saying also before the talk, and basically they didn't find the courage to call him ChatGPT 5, because it's not like so different, but it's much quicker, but the capabilities and the feature are very similar, right? But in my opinion, it's not far to be called like ChatGPT 5. Also, with another friend, we discovered they just registered a couple of months ago the name of ChatGPT 8. When you make the trademark and you register the brand, they already registered the 8. That means there is something in the backstage we don't know yet, and they're not releasing. Just also to give you another example, ChatGPT has also a video content platform, which is Dora. And right now they're not releasing for the deep fake and all the things that people can make, because it's very realistic. And if you make like a video where you're saying bullshit, it's going to be a big trouble. Then that's why they're not releasing right now, and they're moving forward. Basically here you have all the content, like all the chart you already generated before. You have like all the historical, you see previous 30 days and all the different chart I had before. Here you have the session Explore GPTs, which is something connected to the 4 and the 4 Omnia. And basically, you have a kind of different agents inside GPTs. Agents like an assistant, okay? And basically, you can have a custom assistant for writing, for productivity, for research and analysis, education, lifestyle. You have DALL-E, which is the image generator from GPT, and the programming. Basically, they're just building, instead to doing the prompt each time you're using it, if you need something for the productivity, you can check it out if there is a plugin regarding something you really need. Can be, for example, a productivity regarding Excel, and then basically it's an assistant to make a better Excel or read data from Excel. There is also, for example, you have a PDF, you want to make a recap from that PDF, a long one. You can put the PDF inside the platform and you get a recap from that. You have also Canva, which is one of the most common tool to create, to generate content, presentations, and social content. And right now, there is the implementation between the two platforms. But as you see, you have like for different topics, different GPT. The good point also is you can make your own GPT. But we're going to see that later, okay? My suggestion also for the people that never use GPT, it's also to start to use, and you can also ask to ChatGPT, what can you do? And it's going to tell you, right? Because it's really like very smart, and it's giving you also a full, and what I'm suggesting also for the ones already using it, to do that the same, like asking to GPT, if you need some new stuff, ask him, because I got a lot of surprise even for other subject or how deep we can go in one topic, And what I'm suggesting also is when you get the answer, don't be lazy to ask more details after that answer. And don't be satisfied with the first answer, but be, let's imagine you are like a business owner and you have a a stage, how you say, an internship guy. He has to provide like some services, but you are a very bad person and you want the best out of that, and you're very picky, and you can do the same with ChatGPT instead to do that in real life, right? Also, very good fun fact is there are different researches. If you are very kind with the AI, it's also give you a better answer. Then don't be too much picky, be gentle but picky, okay? Or better, be picky but gentle. And for example, also, a lot of times I heard a lot of people, they say, I was looking to create an article for my blog, but it just gave me 5 lines. And basically you go and you say, okay, let's try to do one. I need to write an article for my digital marketing blog. This is one of the shittest prompt ever. Like, you're not giving any context, you're not giving any, but it's good. Look how fast it is now. If you work with the 3.5 or the paid version, now it's like, and before, if you were doing with the 4 version or the 3.5, it will never give you like a full article like that, you know? But you can be picky, and for example, you can say, I need a focus part of this topic. And you just put the title. And basically, it will do the focus on that point of the article, right? And it's moving forward to create like a kind of big paragraphs for that topic. And for example, also, if you don't like to one part, you can say, can you remove that part? I don't want to get focused on that part, right? Okay. Which troubles can I have if I post this article on my website? And you can also check it out, for example, if there is something bad, if you're doing something, and you can be critical on that way also to check, for example, if you have like also your own idea and you want to develop an article with your own idea, you can also double check which bad points you can get if you post that kind of content. And for example, here it says, you can have legal issues regarding copywriting. You can have SEO issues because you didn't ask me to do like a SEO optimization of the article. You can have also accuracy and reliability. And then you say, okay, I need more accuracy on these topics. And you go forward, okay? At the end, you get the best out of content. Also, for example, I like to decline some content like carousels on Instagram, make a kind of specific topics. And for example, with some clients, there is some medical topics, and we are very also careful to don't post fake tips for medical stuff, of course. And also, we like to understand what people can think if they saw that content. You can also ask that. If you read that content, what you get from that content, you know? Then, long story short is like, basically, don't be lazy to ask more details. But as you saw also with the 4 Omnia, now it's much better. But I would like to give you the example, a very simple example. I will do the same prompt. I need to write an article for my digital marketing blog with the 3.5. Okay. I open a new chat. I go on the 3.5. Let's see. Why it's like gray? I don't use it. Let's make a kind of, okay. Yeah. You see, great. What specific topic are you considering for? It's smart because it's asking me like, okay, make it more relevant for me, but it didn't give me anything, you know? If you go, for example, let's do a new chart with the 4. You see also with the same tool, but with different versions, you get different answers. That's why also I go back at the beginning to say, you see here, for example, with the 4, it's giving me ideas. On the 4 Omnia, gave me already the content. Here, it's giving me like 5. Then you can say, I need more ideas regarding email marketing. And then now I'm moving forward to that topic, right? And then basically it gives you a lot of information regarding that topics. And then you can also say, okay, let's move forward to write the article number 5, and it will start, right? But I would like, I was looking to show you like the different answers, even from the same software, but with the different versions. That's why it's always good to try also with the other software if you have the ability, okay? Here, do you have some questions? Hi.
And those explain me what is she hating with. First question. Second question, is it got big 3G as well? Just 2.5 Gs.
The 3.5 or?
We got ChatGPT for
Yes.
was ChatGPT 3.5.
Yes. Now they remove it, but at the beginning was 1, 2, and 3. Now the open one is the 3.5 because the previous one was like with all data and they were not able also to make an efficient job, right? And actually the GPT, I knew it the meaning, but now I forgot. And what can we do? It's to ask GPT. Let's see. No, but I'm curious too, like why your name is Chat GPT. What? Let's see. Chat generative pre-trained transformer.
TNT.
I remember transformer, but pre-trained, yeah.
Good.
Basically, it's an AI, a generative AI, as I said at the beginning, right? Pre-trained because they train a lot before to release to everyone, and transformer because it changed based on the query you made, right?
Then just what we should on.
Yeah.
They give.
Actually, can be a nice screenshot for a slide when I start the topic. I will use that. Thanks for that. Any other questions? Yes, please.
So, that's the architect, and like has a dot story inches. I'd like to use some create better to create sort of a legacy portfolio.
Is it?
I'd like to see some ideas how other artists can use images of their work in a non-standard way.
Okay. But then you would like to make a kind of competitor research also, or not? You just want ideas for your own portfolio?
Well, no, I'd like to see any kind of artist, whether they're artwork or fashion designers,
Uh-huh.
or the painter or a jewelry maker. If they have like 30 or 40 images of their work, what's the best way to assemble those?
You can try to ask, like, how can I combine these pictures, for example, and you can also upload the pictures on the chat.
Yes, but I'd like to see how other people have used it.
If the other people use it, you're not able to see from the tool. But for example, there are different platforms where people upload the portfolios and you can check it out there. And you can even download their portfolio and you can say to the ChatGPT, I need to put these pictures all together, but I would like to make something similar to this portfolio. And then it start to give you suggestions. But regarding the design, I think there are other tools which works better. And for example, also the image generator can give you also a kind of image idea of what is the portfolio and everything. You know what I mean? Like And we can check it out later in another website. I'm going to show you later. If you need to, for example, okay, we can go now. I suggest to all of you to, if you have something and doesn't work on ChatGPT and other tools, I suggest to you to go on this website, which is like, there is an AI for that, and it's there is an AI for that.com, and you can find something with a keyword, right? And basically it's portfolio generator. There is, let's see if finding something. This is like generate marketing strategy for sole entrepreneur. Let me see. Portfolios, portfolio websites, portfolio optimization. Funds like for portfolio websites.
Those are going to sound like financial portfolios. Again, could it here it's it's for quality.
Yeah. Okay. Getting hungry because I didn't log in. Are you an architect, right? Okay. Let's write architect. As you see, also the architect AI tools are a lot. Portfolio. Just giving you like personalized picture book, print design, and manufacture product is not really relevant for you. But probably you can check it out also the architect AI tools if they have also some parts inside, and probably we're not finding because they're already implemented, or probably we have a startup idea here. We can make this kind of tool for... there is also, I don't remember the name, but there is like I think it's from Adobe, where everyone upload their portfolios. Do you remember the name? Some of you never saw that? Like graphic designers upload their portfolios, and I think there is also the architecture area. What is the name? No. I can search later and we can see if I find. But also with ChatGPT, for example, on your case, you can basically here, as you see, with the 4, you can upload your files and you can also put them together, and you can ask a suggestion to combine these pictures in a portfolio. And also what I'm suggesting you is, instead to say, I'm an architect and I need a portfolio, you can also customize that portfolio. For example, I need to show to an American client who need a new garden, for example. I just give random examples. How you will combine these pictures. And you already also give a context, right? And it's very, it will give you also a better answer for sure, you know? We can also try later if you want, on the break time or at the end. Okay, what time is it? Okay. Okay. I have to move myself because I really want to show you a lot of stuff, guys. Okay, text image. Let's see some names of some good softwares. There is Midjourney. Someone already tried Midjourney? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Are you satisfied?
I have to pay.
That's worthy, but you have to pay. Okay. Are you satisfied? Did you try?
I tried, and so they had to finish brown. Still even after the try in the other thing.
Okay.
Yes, you mean
That's actually is the challenge right now. Also of other platforms giving for free what the other make pay, right? It's what is the benefit of the tool make it for free? Because they're put more data on their AI, and probably one day also they will start to ask money. Maybe, let's see, you know. And I think also the move of ChatGPT 4.0 to make it like free for everyone. It's also to be on the top of the market and not lose track of anything and get even more data, you know, like it's crazy. You were satisfied with Midjourney? Are you using daily or you just test it out?
Other companies, you say, just payments, the shots, or option here.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, and to using by again.
Inspire.
Okay, let's see also, there is Adobe Firefly, which is, I think, pretty expensive, maybe, right now, or no? I got this feedback, but I'm not sure because also I'm not a designer or okay. There is also Leonardo AI. Which feedback do you have, guys? Jamil?
Thank you. The title is very good. Senior member.
And sometimes not. Okay.
So,
Then you should apply at the beginning, I say like if one tool doesn't work, you should try like in some months. And I'm gonna show you like why, because also we have a perfect case. DALL-E, if you use ChatGPT, basically DALL-E it's already integrated on the 4 and it generates like pictures, right? Like what can I say also on Midjourney, you get something very similar out to a photograph, like a photography. DALL-E it's more like animation, like a draw, right? I have that feeling. But it's not bad also. And I basically put different ideas how you can use text-to-image AI to generate artwork based on the text description and make custom illustration for books, articles, or websites, for the marketing and advertising, for social media posts, advertising, promotional materials, it's even like the classic paper on the flyer, email campaigns and banners, blog posts, stories and presentation, again, books, albums, and articles, product development, to have a concept, a visual concept. For example, you want to make a new product, and instead to find someone who knows like a lot. If you want just a draft, it's also good, I think, if you give the right prompt, of course, and prototypes, right? And also it's good to create mock-ups and design elements for apps and website if you want to present a project to someone. Game design, character, as I said, like I already have a lot of fun with that. Artwork for comics. Actually, in the agency also we provide the content creation and we write a lot of scripts for TikTok, Reels. Imagine there is like an e-commerce. They need like to create content with different creators, but instead to just give the simple idea, what they should do, it's basically what we provide to the client is to give basically the content, but it's like a director, a cinema director, like, okay, the reel starts with this video. You need these objects. The actor needs to be dressed like that. And this should be the first 5 seconds. After 2 seconds, focus on the product. 3 seconds, because also on Reels and TikTok, the shorter you get, better are, because it's performing better. Not always, but and what we are doing is it's also we work remotely, for example, with Italy. We are not there when they're doing the content, but what we learn is if we do something ready to use, they just read and they follow all the steps, And we were losing a lot of time. Now, I just make like a graphic with different pictures just to explain even much better what they have to do, and you can create like a storyboard with this. And it's really, really good. Education, okay. Other educational materials, online courses, for example, pictures and infographic, for example. And if you have a personal project and probably you never had time because you don't know how to use the software, you can also try to generate pictures from these new tools, And as I said, storytelling and visual. For novels or script, you have like a novel. You want to be produced by a director and you want to show how it works like on pictures. You can show like with your character and everything, right? And here the storyboards. I spoiler again, but you can have different concepts and videos, right? And for fashion and interior design, you can basically combine the fashion designs and patterns and combine also much quicker probably. I never do that, but it's also good. It's a tip to use the. And also, why not launch your own brand with your T-shirts and mugs and poster, and you can produce like your own character or your own visual style. There are a lot of artists now. They start to be AI artists, right? And it's a new trend. And here it's evolution. The first one was Midjourney version 1, 2 years ago, more than 2 years ago. Version 2, version 3, version 4. And this was just 1 year ago. Okay? And you see, 1 year already have a big evolution. But it's not over here because this is the last version. You see the difference between the 1 and the 6? It's crazy, you know? It's almost like a picture, like it's a proper picture. But that one doesn't exist. It's crazy. And this is the right example. Even for Leonardo, it doesn't work. Try in front, out. And can be also, for example, for AI tools for videos. They're not working well right now, but probably in 2 months, they're super good. Then don't surrender yourself to test it out in the future, you know? Here I put the list of the text to video. In my opinion, that works very good. Runway, Pika, and Agen. Someone of you already using something? But
Yeah.
Agen? Are you using also to generate videos or to double the languages, for example? Or
Did not have an avatar on myself. I create the video, but then text and then
basically, here on the video, what is also working a lot right now, it's YouTube. But they're already talking basically in the future, all the videos, they will be automatically translated with the voice of the person, but in the other language. And Agen, for example, it's a good tool right now, because if you want to translate in another language, will maintain your tone of voice and your voice, but you will will move also your lips, and you will automatically speak another language. And the quality, I can guarantee right now, it's super good for European languages and English, of course. I don't know how is Chinese because I don't have the chance to test it out and check. Probably, Aliona, you can help me because she speaks Chinese, and one day we should do that. And the idea, it's also imagine how many barriers will be eliminate with YouTube. You make a video even in Italian, and I can be translating in all the languages, you know? For now, they're not releasing, but they're working on that. And there are already some tools that are doing that, right? And also there are good tools where you create a long video, but if you make in a certain way, the video, it's gonna cut automatically to generate some reels, some shorter video. And from one long video, you get different content for your social media. It's crazy how fast they are, you know? And also I spoke with different, a couple of YouTubers in Italy, and they were losing a lot of times to editing the video because they were doing by themselves. Now, one of my biggest friends, basically, he was stopping to make video because he didn't had enough time. Now he's back on track because with the new tools, he optimizes his time. Instead of spending 1 hour to edit a video, it takes 10 minutes. It's crazy. And also, as I said at the beginning, check it out. What do you need first instead to, okay, I have this tool I should use, but check what is your need and check which is the best tool to fit your needs. Text to audio. Now you can imagine you have a brand or even your personal branding, but you can make a podcast. Raphael here, it's a good expert for podcasts. I don't know if you saw when you were entering, but there is a podcast studio here. And you can make, for example, your own custom music for your podcast instead of buying, you know. The quality is still ChatGPT 10 years ago, maybe, but it's getting better month after month. What can I say right now? Text to text and text to pictures, there is already a good quality. Text to video, it's getting there. Text to audio, it takes a little bit more of time, but you can already try this. And of course, there are paid tools, but of course, if you need something quality-wise, you can test it out. Okay, going back to GPT, I would like to show you First, they update because basically, let me check it out. Okay, and more. Let me see where they move. Okay. If you're going on openai.com, you have all the latest news, and it's always also to keep an eye on that because you get a lot of updates. And here, what I suggest to you, I'm not going to show you like now everything, but because we have to save time and I want to be also more productive. But here, you see, talk about images. You have like small tutorials, and you can really see like, okay, here it takes a picture from a croissant. And basically, it's asking what is the nutritional value of this croissant, and it's giving like the value. The other day, for example, a friend of mine took a picture of very good abs and was asking how can I get this result, and then he give like a fitness plan. You should run 2 hours per day because this is a very good abs, and he gets stressed. But be careful how you use also because you can get a question.
Yes, and yes, he can show how that's like 50.
Yeah. Now we're gonna move on the GPT. Yeah. Then basically, my suggestion is just be curious on this area because you have a lot of tutorials, and even myself, I discovered like a new tasks and new function, new feature you can get out. You know. Let's move forward to the GPTs. Basically, the GPTs, when you create your own GPT, as you see here, I have like different, I made basically a social media manager for ADV Plus, for example, which is an expert also on meta advertising. But basically, when you create a GPT, first, now, okay, this is an update I'm just seeing right now. I didn't see before. It's like Facebook, a lot of stuff changing in real time that you just discover when you're on the platform. Basically, before wasn't this part of create, but it was already on the configure. And then basically you have to give a name on your GPT. The good point also is you can make it public and you can share with your colleagues, or you can even like be a GPT expert just to share knowledge with others people. For example, with some clients, we create like custom GPTs and we share with the client because we make a customization of what they want to get. Then you make a description, but the description is going to be for yourself and should be like what the GPT does. Just substitute GPT. When I say GPT, substitute with the word agent, right? And then you put the instruction. What does the GPT do and how does it behave? Then you have to put a lot of instruction. But the good point here, probably you spend a lot of time to build your own GPT, but it's a big time saving later because instead to build the prompt later and say, act like a digital marketing expert all the time, and you have to write that. Basically, you put the persona, the agent inside here, and you can already set up like the mindset, the knowledge, which probably you don't have, but you can give them like, I'm an expert of content and blah, 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 you know? And also, what they need is the conversation starters. Like, I need an image, I need to create content and blah, blah, blah. Just to give you, here now, probably, let's see. I need to create a GPT for RACOr LABS, which is a podcast studio, and it's a music producer, music production expert. I have this bad point. When I know people just watching me while I'm doing the keyboards, I get told, you see, like, basically, the prompt starters can be, the context here is RACOr Labs is a podcast studio and a music production expert. This GPT assist users with podcasting and music production, including technical setup, audio editing, mixing, mastering, and creative advice. Description, podcast and music production expert. How can I improve the audio quality of my podcast? This can be a prompt starter. What are some tips for mixing and mastering tracks? Whatever. And then a welcome message. You can set up all these things, right? And then, does this setup look good to you? If so, let's move on to naming this GPT. How about, and also is giving you an advice like how you can call your GPT, right? If you're not satisfied, of course, you can implement and say, you're also expert of art. I don't know, like say randomly, right? Now, what I want to try, I go on my website and just take the URL. I create a new one. Should I save this one? Do you want for yourself later? Do you want for yourself later? Should I save?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. But now you have access. You don't have to pay. Since today's.
Raise.
Yes.
Wait at it.
Any data that created is created.
Yes.
Yeah. I can.
Of course, on the free edition, probably you have some limitation of creating stuff. Probably you have a limit of creation of GPTs. And as you see, should I or yes? And restart again. Yes. There is a bug probably. You see, like they just release and it doesn't work properly. Then we should try another time. But what I was looking to do, I create another one. I need social media content creator expert for this website. Okay, it's not working properly. Probably now it takes like... Probably takes a ChatGPT as a website. But I was looking, basically, trying to give a website. ChatGPT can read all the data inside the website, get the data from the website, and make the custom GPT from that website with already existing content, right? And then you can also align with your objectives to get better content, you know? But it looks like it's very slow, this part. But just to give you an example, I'm sorry if it's in Italian, but you get the idea, I think. This is like a copywriter, and they give the instruction like, it's work with words, he knows a lot regarding brand language, he create content, writing, and it's not just this line. Look how many things I put here, you know? And here on the conversation starters, I put different starts. And basically, I need a strategy to maintain the brand tone of voice. I need to manage the feedback and the review of the copywriting process. Like, you need a lot of instruction, but really, as I said, like in the agency, we can have like even roles which usually are out from the agency, and you can pay, you need to pay for extra advices, you know, like, or imagine you have a startup and you don't have money to pay the full team at the beginning. It's something like very useful. Okay. We make a break of 15 minutes. As I said at the beginning, since Raphael is hosting, where is Raphael? Okay, then let's wait. Raphael is coming back because you need someone at the bar. Let's go for the art of prompting. I want to give you some example of prompting. Okay, basically the prompt is the request we are doing to the AI, right? Like we give a kind of guide where he should move through the answer and what we want to get out as an output from that prompt, right? Then basically, to have a good prompt, we need a framework. And basically the framework, it's based on different points, okay? The different points, for example, here, you need to have a context. Basically, you need to provide a background to your AI to understand where is it. Like, okay, we are in a hotel. I'm an hotel manager. Task, clearly state what you want the AI to generate. I need to have ideas for new offers for summer season. Details, specify unimportant details, constraints, or stylistic preference. I have big apartments for families. I would like to stay focused on the family offers. An example. Format, you can indicate the format or the structure of the output if applicable. Like, I need a picture, I need the text, I need bullet points, I need with some specific keywords and whatever. And also, this is optional, but it's always good to give an example just to make a better prompt. If you already have an example of a kind of results, you can include, this is an example of what we want to get out. Then basically, the example is, you are an AI helping to write a fantasy short story. Generate a story about a young hero discovering their magical powers. The details are, include elements of adventure, a mythical creature, and a moral lesson. Set the story in an ancient kingdom. I give a lot of instruction, right? The form, write in third-person narrative with a beginning, middle, and end. The prompt, I give a prompt of example. Write a fantasy short story about a young hero, blah, blah, blah. The story should include elements of adventure. Okay, this is again the same, just to make it bigger. And basically, if you put that, it will write a fantasy short story. But also, if you want a longer or you don't like some details, you just optimize step by step. This is another example for DALL-E or Midjourney. For example, you give a context of, you are an AI generating an image for a fantasy book cover. Create an illustration of a young hero standing before a dragon in an ancient kingdom. The details are, the hero should have a glowing magical staff and the dragon should appear majestic and ancient. The background should feature a grand castle. Format, use a vibrant color palette. Like, basically, you can give also, you can say, use only red, for example, with different gradient of red. And detail, realistic style. And basically, you have the prompt. Just to give an example, let's copy the prompt. I go back on the normal GPT. I go on the 4, not on the 4.0. Let's see the... Oh. And it's generating the illustration. Okay. I would like to try the 4.0 just to see if it's quicker. Do you have some question regarding this part?
Could you share for this?
Yeah, we're gonna send you to the emails. You see the illustration?
Wait.
You can you can't. Then you can change it. I don't want to see the castle. I want to see a bigger dragon. I would like to see romantic dragon.
Chicken let's that funny set of it.
And you change step by step, right? Like it's crazy how I even make, for example, the background for my Zoom calls. I say I'm an agency. We're based in Lisbon. I would like to show Lisbon inside the background. Then I make like a modern office, which I really dream. And we saw the castle from the window. Now I just make because I didn't say like, okay, I like the picture, but I would like to have, you see? And if you also push like more, you can be more hungry, can be more funny, can be more, And from that, you can start and you can download the picture and you can upload also in other platforms to get, you start with an example, right? Let's try.
Is that similar?
I think so. Because since I have the paid one, I don't know which limitations, but I'm pretty sure you get this and the 4 I think you get. Let's start with the 4.0. Let's see the difference of, I think it's quicker.
You always use it at different meetings or so, but
I'm not doing a lot of image generation, but for the storyboards, I use GPT because I write first all the scenes, and then I say, okay, I need a picture to represent this scene, the scene 1, scene 2, scene 3. Then probably also the quality is much better, no? Yeah. It's really funny. And as I said, like, it's good to test also with other tools, and probably you can find a better style for yourself. Okay. Here, for example, is the trip plan. You're an AI assistant helping a user plan a trip to Japan, provide a detailed itinerary for a 7-day trip to Japan, include must-see destination in Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka, suggest cultural experiences, dining options, and transportation tips. Present the itinerary day by day, okay? Then, if you want to see the live example, let's make it generated. To generate, let's open a new chat. It's always good, it's a best practice to start a new chat because you're changing the topic. You see, like arrival in Tokyo, arrive at Narita or Haneda airport in Tokyo. So it's give you like all the program. And of course, then if it's missing something, you can say, okay, but I need to visit this museum. I need to go on that place, and it will optimize basically. Then here, for example, transportation tips. Okay. Can you give me a visual to print on blurry paper blurred, and it generates like something connected to Japan. You see, like you can also combine the different. Once you talk about a topic, you can also generate a picture connected to the previous topic. Let's see how much Japan put inside the. And now there is a pizza. Okay. It's an infographic, basically.
Right.
One bad point also right now on the image generation is still like, it's not good on put text still. Like, if you want to add text, what I suggest to you is to generate the image without text and then implement the text with another editor. Because GPT, for example, since it read also the different days, it tried to make a split of the days, but it didn't get so much. And if you check, it like here it reads like 2 day, 15 to like it's it looks like a calendar, but it's not, right? And it's a big mess. I don't need any text on picture.
Maybe it should be like presentation.
Yeah.
Under that.
Or can you recap in one picture? Probably I made a shitty prompt. Yeah. Yeah. Probably you can consider like, okay, if I get a bad response, I made a shitty. You should consider always. You see, like now it's much better. Okay. I'm almost finished the first part actually. Yes, I need here. There are other examples which are a little bit more complex of framework. If you're looking for frameworks to understand better prompts, you can also ask GPT to give you different frameworks. Here, for example, is action, purpose, expectation. Then describe to understand in detail. Then you also fill the gap, right? Like, explain how, I don't know, compare different podcast tools to evaluate in detail the cost, for example. I don't know. But you see, like, just in 3 points, you just clearly say to GPT or the other software what you really want to get back from your prompt. Here it's more complex because there are 5 points specific. I just make the example here. Describe the impact of the French Revolution on European politics. Measurable, include criteria, like identify at least 3 measure outcomes and explain their significance. And then achievable, explain the process of photosynthesis in simple terms suitable for a high school student. Relevant, discuss how climate change affects agricultural productivity. I mix different topics here, I'm sorry for that. But just to give you an example, if you want also a better response, you should work a little bit more on your prompt, right? Makes sense? Then, long story short here, do we always need to write a prompt? Yes or no? Yes, but also you can if you customize your own GPT or you find something similar, you're ready in advance and you can be also lighter on your prompt, okay? Okay, now where is Rafael? Is here? It's bar time, 15 minutes of break. If you have questions, just keep for later and let's have a drink since Rafael is hosting us. And yeah, thank you. Okay, guys. Ciao, Jamil. Someone is leaving, okay. Basically, on the second part, we move forward to make more practical. Here. I'm gonna be light because we are very tired. I think also we work already during our day. And also probably someone start to get starving. What I would like to show you, it's basically the practical example how you optimize your prompts with different prompts. And also, for example, a good optimization with one of the biggest points from people like, I don't have time to make my content, or I don't have any ideas, or I don't have time to do. And we can see also, for example, for brainstorming and make the first part of the creation, you can easily make this part. Okay, it's finito. What's wrong? Okay, no, but basically, okay, let's go to ChatGPT. I will use the 4 because I don't know the limitation of the 4.0 for the free plan. Then let's do something which is accessible already for everyone. The idea is also to make a kind of monthly plan for Rafael, which is hosting us, right? Rafael, we're talking about you. You have to pay attention.
Oh, sorry.
There is an AI for the fridge?
AI?
In the fridge.
Yeah. We can answer on the doors.
No, but no worries. Basically, okay, as I said, we would like to make a content plan for June for RACOr LABS, okay? And who doesn't know RACOr LABS is Rafael with the podcast studio, the music production studio, okay? And it's in this space. Basically, let's start with the first basic prompt, which I'm not giving any context. Write me an idea for an Instagram carousel for a podcast studio. Okay? Carousel. Carousel, it's like when you have more slides inside Instagram and you can put educational content or make more relevant. As you see, it's giving you something white label, let's say, because I didn't give him the name of the podcast studio, but he's already producing welcome image, meet the host, episode highlights, how we make podcasts, listener review, join the community, call to action, okay? It's already giving you basically a good guide, but of course, I'm not satisfied with just one carousel because I have an idea just for one Instagram carousel. Then the idea is also to do, for example, I make a better prompt. You see, I was thinking today when I was creating everything, I say, I will prepare the prompt first, and that way I have a good quality prompt, and I will save time of digit, Act as if you were a social media manager with 10 years of experience. I give already a character of experience in the podcast field. Write me 10 ideas for Instagram for RACOr LABS. RACOr LABS, it's a podcast and music production studio in Lisbon with a complete setup for recording podcasts, social media videos, online course production, and music production. Then I go back. Absolutely. With my experience, I understand the importance of creating diverse, engaging content that aligns RACOr LABS' comprehensive service while connecting with the target audience in Lisbon and beyond. Here are 10 Instagram content ideas tailored for RACOr LABS. First, Studio to Reel, which already make you already make Rafael, right? The studio. You already show the space inside your Instagram.
Where?
You already show the space inside your Instagram. There are like 2 reels showing the space here. Yeah, but you see, like, it's already giving you like the first idea, behind the scenes clips, client testimonial features, live Q&A sessions. Like you can make like lives on Instagram to make Q&A for professionals, before and after production samples, tips and tricks mini series, feature podcast of the week, then giving also tips to listen new podcasts, collaboration highlights, equipment and gear reviews, announcement and events, right? Then basically we have like 10 main topics to produce different content weekly, week after week. After that, I go on level 2 prompt. Basically, let's stay on this chart. Okay, I would like to generate an editorial plan for Instagram varied with reels, stories, and feed posts, which are all the different formats of content in Instagram, concerning the services of RACOr Labs, which are divided as follows: live conferences, music production, online course production, video recording for YouTube, voice recording, and podcast creation, right? Then maybe it's giving you like, let's see, weekly breakdown. Week 1 is already giving you like more structure. Like instead to give you just ideas, you start to schedule week by week. And now it's giving you, for example, week 1 on Monday, on Wednesday, on Friday. You see? On week 2, let's focus on music production. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. On week 3, let's stay focused on online course production. And it's always giving you like a feed post, a reel, and a story for each week, which is probably not enough content during the week, because you need to be probably an Instagram strategy to be active like every week, every day with some stories, 2 or 3 posts and feed, and 4 or 5 reels if you can manage to have. That's a good quantity. Of course, you can have less, but more you post, more you will be present, right? Why I get this bad structure? Because I didn't say I would like to have like a set of story for each day. I would like to have a carousel each week. Then also this is not a very good prompt, because it's not well done. Like the answer was better than before, but it's not quality-wise, it's not the perfect one, right? Then I go, but I keep the ideas here, and they say, can you generate a calendar with these ideas for the month of June 2024? And basically here, what should I add is, I need different stories set each day, 3 reels per week, a couple of carousel per week, 1 Instagram live per month. I already give the quantity, right? Then absolutely, let's organize these ideas into a detailed content calendar. And it's giving you like June 1st, Thursday, Friday. And it's giving you already like stories plus reel, feed, carousel, and stories. Then what you should do, just to make a better structure, you will have the video. It's also, for example, okay, June 14, real clips from various online courses. And then I want a better structure for, now let's take this morning in the studio. And say, okay, I need a better structure for this post, for this story set. And then you put the name, how we call it.
No.
And basically, it will structure to create an engaging morning in the studio stories set for RACOr Labs. And it's giving you like the different stories, what you should put inside. You see, like basically the storyboard, it's almost done. And if you want to go deep, you can ask more details and details and details. What is missing here, it's also, for example, here I didn't put, for example, any objectives. Like I would like to stay focused on, there are some more beers. But basically, if you put like an objective, you can also get, it will stay focused on that objective. For example, I would like to make more engaging content for this service I provide. I would like to have more funny reels, or I would like to restructure the same plan, but for TikTok, and should be with a more funny tone of voice, you know? And you will be able. Also, for example, okay, can you please, see, I'm kind.
I should say.
No, there are a good research, like they say like it's giving much better response. Yeah. Okay, can you please decline the same stories set for different channels? A LinkedIn post, more formal, a TikTok, a set of TikToks, maybe 3, and then basically you put the different channels, okay? LinkedIn, content strategy, post, image or collage, and here there is also a caption for the video. Good morning from RACOr LABS. This is like crazy, as you see. But this can be the caption and is giving like a code, but it's already giving you, for example, also the hashtags. Morning routine, studio live, podcast production, TikTok series, wake up call, studio wake up call, meet the team, first session tease. What you need basically is just to give custom instruction to get the best results from the tool, you know? And it's crazy. Then you can also say, can you put everything in a tab? You see? And it's giving you like an Excel, which is also more clear. And here sometimes I ask, which objects do I need to record this video? And then he always say like a good setup of light, a good camera, or a smartphone. But that's also, sometimes it says, for example, if you have a t-shirt with your brand, don't forget to dress on it. Or you can play with different objects to make it more funny, you know? And that's it. Basically, in how much time? It was 10 minutes? You have like a monthly plan, but of course you have to work before on your analysis, on your objectives. And as you do the content plan, you can get ideas for your content, like as blog, for example. And you can also be picky if you don't like, and you can also ask to be optimized for SEO. You can also ask to be more specific on different topics. You can also make the structure again of this content, but for a YouTube video. And you can also ask, can you make a script for the YouTube video? And also you can say, can you make an English script? And in that way also you save a lot of time, and you can make already 2 videos until YouTube is not releasing that feature we were talking about. And that's it. Do you have some questions, guys? I was super short, actually. Now it's really faster. Like, I was in another conference in Milan at the AI Festival in February. And to generate this, it takes like 25 minutes. I'm not joking. Like, because he was replying very slow, but I was showing in real time. Now I have to optimize also my content, you know, like, if I have to put more content on the...
No.
This is the 4. You can always see on the top here. And imagine if I use the 4, probably already like posting by itself on social media. And do you want to try to do something, guys? What? Yes. You have the app, and yeah. Now with the new update of 4.0, they release also Mac app, but you need the last software on the Mac. And as I said, like with the voice, you can really make the good translation. If you check on the link I was showing you, like the OpenAI release, you find the different example. Also in the homepage, there is like the full presentation. I think it's like 26 minutes, but you see a lot of good example, and I suggest you to watch it out.
Yeah, and we get the memory thing here in Europe, which is already.
They're gonna implement soon, but we don't have any release day yet. Yeah, for example, one client of mine is using with a VPN, and yeah,
and I just use the customization for memory.
Yeah, also, yeah. But for example, with the GPTs, the custom GPTs, it's a kind of memory already, right? But of course, also, I'm a bit scared also on the memory, because if you change also topics, like for example, I'm an agency, I'm working with different clients, I don't want to be in memory with everything, because then I will mix all the clients and it's a little bit...
So you get the work with the customization and the memory is the memory is...
Yeah, exactly. You can...
You don't need that.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Standard question. I spoke with the Australian months ago, a couple months a year ago. They were trying previous chat investment. It would anticipate sources for them.
Yeah.
Specific. This is still getting that thing now for is that
for what I know, like right now there some sources that try to like block GPT to be public. Right now also, for example, from some website I was trying to get like a recap from some websites, and now GPT is not able to read the data. Then I think there is already some plugins to block the access to AI softwares, but I'm pretty sure there is a way around to bypass, But the problem is also why, if I produce content, you get for free and you also regenerate my content, For example, also a good GPT, a custom GPT. If you look for YouTube GPT, you can you put easily the URL of the video, and you get the recap of the video. You can ask, for example, to produce to create like content for your social media and the different channels. And also, instead to watch like a 1 full hour of podcast video, you see if there are some relevant topics for yourself with this recap. But also you can say, can you make something similar for a new script for a new YouTube video? Which is crazy if you think about it, right? But it's one of the best also. And also makes like the diagram of the different topics with all the connections of the video, which is like also give you like a very well done recap in a diagram with all the different topics. It's crazy. And it's one of my favorite because sometimes I saw a lot of podcasts very useful for me and I don't have time to listen to everything. And sometimes I reach the end of the day, which I'm pretty tired and I don't want to be like, to stay really focused on an English podcast. And sometimes I just check the recap if it works super good and then I listen the day later. If it's not relevant, I skip already the episode. Sorry if I killed the podcast. That wasn't my intention. But it's not your podcast, Rafael. Okay. Yes.
Here's what GPT code there that with what compressors the Boston start with its own brand laughing up and resort and the beginning the honest talking and nothing's not the talking of practice.
What you should do, in my opinion, is to give data like you can create like a chat. You can ask, for example, to you can put like on a PDF the Nike strategy, on a PDF the Adidas strategy, on a PDF the Puma strategy, let's say, and then it's gonna interpret all the PDF. It's gonna recap all of them, and you can ask, okay, can you mix all this free to have a strategy? You can do that, I think. Yes.
Study the competitor and then
Yes, but to study competitors, you can already do something with the GPT because let's check one thing. For example, let's get the Nike. website, okay? I go on the GPT. Okay. Yes. Everything is black because he's tired. Now it's the night shift. It's 9. Can you tell me more about this website? And I just put simple the URL. Then it's browsing this website and it's giving you like the recap. The Nike Portugal website offers a wide range of products, including shoes, clothing, blah, blah, blah. Then is able to read the website. Then you can be like, just to save your time, you can give the URL, but then you can be more specific. Can you investigate on the strategy? Can you investigate on the structure of the website? Can you investigate, for example, on social media, you really can't, they can't read like Instagram profiles for now and everything. I don't know if there is already a tool, but my suggestion is more information, more detailed information you give to them, to him or whatever, more you will get a better response later, you know. Because if you say, okay, we can also try like, can you give me a mix strategy can you give me a digital strategy mixing the existing ones from Nike, Puma, and Adidas? This is a very shitty prompt. But product innovation and customization, digital engagement through apps, sustainability and brand mission is already giving a lot. Since it's a shitty, for example, here regarding omnichannel presence, say features like Adidas click and collect service, and you already know something, you see. And here talking about Nike by you, customization service. But I think you can go more deep and then at the end, okay, give me a new strategy based on the information I provide before. For example, also for competitors, it's not easy right now. Like, okay, can you give me a list of competitors of this brand? It's not working properly. What?
Me, that's the sometimes breath not this first on that. They were confident that.
Yeah, the direct they always say, no, my product is the best. Or, yeah. Will. Yeah, absolutely. Meta E, I tested out once. I can show you here just to give you some. No. Meta AI, it's going to be like a copy of GPT, but based on the tools of, see, when you go here, it's not available yet on your country. But if you go here on the press, you see like basically they use this language, which is Llama, and it's already Llama free. And basically, if you go here, you see, ask Meta anything, recipes from homemade dressing, and it's gonna work like ChatGPT. And it's not like nothing connected to like the social media, like it's getting public data. The thing is, it will be implemented through all the apps of Meta, WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram, to get also better response probably, like to answer better probably, let's say for customer service or whatever, you can have that plugin inside the apps. And that's what they're doing right now in US.
It's connected to Bing?
It's connected to Bing right now, which is pretty funny because there are competitors like the big companies, right? But they make an agreement to have access to the data. Of course, it's not Google, but it's Bing. But you see. Yeah. And here, for example, there are some examples of image made by Meta AI and helps you to connect. And you can bring on the group chats, make more connections. Yeah. But since I'm also managing different campaigns, I don't want to use the VPN Connect because when you log in with your Facebook. And I don't want to mix with my campaigns,
Question: what do you think that you're going to be at the ignorance because meta is being not
I don't know. Right now, I was talking about with her like before. Right now, also, of course, there is a kind of competition who's going to be the best one. Right now, I think ChatGPT is winning this challenge. Also because, for example, Google, when they released the first model of AI was Bard, which they already eliminated even the name. They rebranded with Gemini. They were promising so much, and they made like a lot of mistakes with some answers. They give also fake news, and Alphabet, which is like the Google company, lost a lot during that days because they were releasing something like now probably they are more slowly to release. And also, what?
Right at that.
Now it's really good. And Bard, but now I think there is a big competition between Gemini Advanced and ChatGPT 4.0.
For sure. And there's the rules that is probably going to be afterwards to collaborate a little bit together and so to integrate everyone to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because also Apple waits so much to release something and they didn't release anything yet.
They wait that one, yeah.
And maybe they're gonna release something like a new, like the same React of the first iPhone, or maybe they still don't have anything good, and they don't want to make like a bad figure, like, and maybe it's gonna be better to connect. But I'm pretty sure, like in 1 year or a little bit more, probably a little bit less, already Samsung smartphones have a lot of AI on their mobile phones. I think soon we're gonna have like probably even with Apple they're gonna release the new version, like iOS. The new iOS probably will have a lot of AI function, but we don't know anything yet, But
and having different data, or you use the same database?
I think there are different data at the or probably also the mix. I don't know that. This is very technical.
Really?
Yeah, but or probably they declare something and they're using lots more data. I don't know. I hope not, but I don't know that. Yeah. Then probably we can have another meetup regarding updates, and let's see, probably in some months. Yeah. Now, guys, also what we are gonna do at the end of the month with ADV Plus, we're gonna provide a masterclass. Like it's more hours than today and more practical. Depends also on the needs. But we're gonna release the program soon, and we're gonna also send to you. It's gonna be, of course, a ticket, but I think if you want to go deeper, it's really like practical. And also the idea of ADV Plus, now we would like also to stay like more present. Since we work remotely, we would like to create like one event per month to share our knowledge and the updates and all the different strategies. And at the beginning of June, we're gonna have like a talk regarding Instagram content strategy for 2024. And not only the organic part, but also regarding the advertising part. And in July, another one. In August, another one. Then let's say update, of course. So we're going to send you the details. What else? Do I miss something? No. Okay. I think we reached the end. I don't know if you have more questions. Yes, Valentina? Okay.
So we use these data to several things based on life, also to have statement for online codes. Is the tools that for surface stuff because they do this meetup here to summarize at the end?
That's a good one. Well, we have a record YouTube video. Maybe you can recap with the
So it's with hard space.
Of course.
And
I'm pretty sure since you have the recap calls when you make call on Zoom or on Meet, for example, I know there are different plugins. We're already using different. I'm pretty sure you have something also listening you and make a recap at the end of the speech maybe. But I don't have any tool right now. We didn't use that. We should start, Teresa. It's Teresa task. No, actually, Teresa already using the one from Meet. When we make the Meet calls, we make also the recap of our calls. Just don't lose tracks. And it's a big time optimization. Even like if you are a remote worker also, you don't have to have your agendas, your pen, and really, yeah, it's very good. I don't know the name of the plugin we're using. Here. We're gonna post in a story tomorrow on our Instagram, and that way you follow us.
We're really learning more about prompting and how to design the prompt.
The design prompting, we're going to make a big chapter in the masterclass. Yeah, with all the different frameworks and how you should consider to build and just tactic. You kill our story tomorrow. Tactic.
Yeah, I use that for referencing.
Yeah, it's that one we are using, yeah. But not for the conference, but for our online calls. It's the same, yeah. Tactic. It's a plugin to integrate to Google Meet. Yeah.
Like the description of the calls, I mean, that, we know I talk about but otherwise, so you need to forward that version.
Yeah.
So they get all you got notes about that and
Okay. I would like to thank some people. Raphael, of course, he hosts us, and it's an amazing space. Thank you. What? I don't know if you want to come to explain. I don't know if you want to come to explain what is going on in this space in the future.
Yeah, sure.
Just since I ended up a couple of weeks ago and we made like that whiteboard with brainstorming of what we were looking to do here, and the speech born like this.
Thank you, Popy.
Thank you very much.
So much.
Thank you.
Okay, this is a new space. RACOr LABS is my studio of podcast mainly and music production. We do video production in external events as well. It started like in a weird way of working on Web3 event covering Ethereum Brazil, Ethereum Lisbon, and Ethereum Barcelona. And then like just started the studio a month ago. We had the inauguration 1 month ago now. So there's a podcast room over there inside the door, like on the left side from where I am, left side. This room is ready to record. We charge per hour, but we do post editing as well of videos. So you can come with your project. You can come with your how much per hour? It's 100 per hour. It's a very promotional price until August. In this room, you have availability for my still on Instagram. Yes, it's RACOr LABS. Is it also RACOrLabs.com? Yeah, that's it. Every Thursday we have events here, no matter what, raining, sunny, earthquake.
I hope not.
Tsunamis, here. Every Thursday. Every Thursday from 6 to 9:45 because we have a neighbor that cleaning our asses there. It's calling police like every time. This is why actually Popy is not speaking on the microphone because, police came. I mean, I don't know, microphone.
You don't have a speaker.
We don't have a speaker.
I am the speaker.
You are the speaker. Yeah, and when it comes like mid-10, police come. It's still. But we are doing events every Thursday. So we have last week we have we were talking about Madonna show, which was like record of the shows on the history. It was 1,600,000 people. Her show in Rio. We had 4 speakers. It was really good show. Most of the times we are recording. If you like, if you don't like, we don't record. We have also
Why not?
2 other rooms that can be customizable for your podcast. For example, if you want to come, we also charge per hour. We can do your podcast exactly here, as we did with the Madonna stuff.
That's also an example of the podcast, no?
Yeah, this was in an external event. It was Web3 Women Summit. We do also in the other room. Any place basically you want to set up your podcast here and have a unique look, we can set up for you. Like that room will be nice and intro podcast looking like curtains, just some light to the back, and do you like? And this room is always ready, but we can assemble and disassemble another rooms wherever you like. We do music production. If you are a musician, if you have a band, if you want to produce music for Spotify, high-end, for market standards, we do it as well. I do basically. That's fine. Myself, this is the podcast from. Need to do more of this kind of videos.
ChatGPT said that.
Yeah, he said I took picture. Now that it's ready, I documenting all of our events. And every Thursday, guys, please just check on our Thursday talks. We have events every Thursday from 6 to 10. Just come here. If you don't have a ticket, just get one in the door. Like I said, with a free ticket all the time. And it's just like for us to have a register of full pass here. Obviously, we are looking for sponsors and investors. So once we have these numbers of people coming and we have this community, sooner or later, some beer brand will want to sponsor us. So we have 3 beers for one day. Now, keep coming. This is all I can say. Have a project, bring it to the music video. You have an event, want to record it, call us. No call, send a message. Identify yourself. Please don't send hello. Just say hello, I'm this person. Come from the...
Make a prompt.
Yeah. First has to be chat to you.
I need to contact Rafael for a podcast.
Yeah. What should I...
Can you write me a message to send him to...
There's a form on the website, RACOr LABS. There you will find a form. There's a booking link. You can either call, not call, send a message on WhatsApp or Instagram. I'm always there. Or also just fill the form with your, you're not very sure how your podcast should look like. There's a form that will guide you through this process. Do you want live stream? No live stream. Do you want picture in picture? No, I just want something simple. Post-production? No, yes or no. But you have this form, you fill out the form in 3-5 minutes. And then you have a better idea of your own show. So we are always here.
Thank you.
And every Thursday, please come. Just come. And that's it. Thanks, Popy.
Thank you.
Popy is a great guy.
Maybe we can get another one in the next month.
Sorry?
Another one in the next month, man.
Another one in the next month. If you have a show that you want to do like Popy, if you want to talk about music, if you want to talk about tech, finances, we had that boarding, Popy Payne. You
can even add some topics if you want.
We were brainstorming, what should we do with the space? And we go okay, this is the realms that we should take care of. Development, music, art, video, and finances. And so if you have any subject that you want to promote yourself or your company or just come here for fun and talk a little bit, 30 minutes, 1 hour, and have a recording and bring that to post on your LinkedIn or on your socials, we'll be happy to do that. That's it from my side.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we have
from our side, as I said, we're gonna thank you very much.
Yes.
As I said, we're gonna organize one meetup per month. The idea is also to keep the meetup for now. We're gonna open soon the WhatsApp community also to have some updates in real time. And at the end of the month, we're going to have the masterclass. But if you gave us the email, we're going to send you the presentation. And if you didn't, just go back to Teresa and provide the email. And that's where you have all the information, okay? And thank you. You were a very proactive audience. I really enjoyed it. Grazie.